This is Justified Examination Success for Unique Students, a self-help guidebook on improved academic performance, brought to you by Teens Mission International, TMI.
On the 25 Grace Summary.
To summarize all that we have learned in the G part of our winning formula, which stands for grace, we first learned about the golden rule. The golden rule is the first grace enabler. Observing and applying the golden rule actually has a direct impact on your academic performance. The golden rule simply says, do unto others what you want others to do unto you. We also learned that we need to rid our heart of the enemies of grace. The enemies of grace are those negative emotions we have towards others that have mistreated us. These negative emotions include anger, resentment, bitterness, envy, jealousy, malice, strife, and pride. We learned that it's necessary for us to be humble and not to be overconfident, which is the cause of many students' failure. We also learned that the second grace enabler is to shun examination malpractice, which can simply be called cheating. We realize no matter how rampant this scourge of cheating is in our secondary schools, tertiary institutions, and wherever examinations are conducted, we must not go with the crowd. We learned that cheating is not the best because examinations are a test of the individual's level of understanding. It's not a test of how well you can scheme to pass an exam. It is simply to test how well you've understood what you've been taught at a particular level so that you can be promoted to the next level. A direct consequence of the spread of this scourge of examination malpractice is the half-baked graduates we have in our society today. Unfortunately, a number of university graduates today are unable to defend their certificates. Some find it even difficult to compose a simple letter. We need not think that there is no solution. Don't have the mindset that you can't pass your examinations without cheating. You can succeed without cheating. You can do this by simply applying this winning formula: U plus R plus G is equal to E. Finally, we learned the third grace enabler is the G-force. G-force having to do with the God factor, that we need to engage the force of prayer to have divine backing in our academic pursuits. It's not enough to just understand and remember what you have learned and what you've been taught, but you also need to pray. We learned that it's important for us to pray at the start and end of each day, and at the start and end of each reading session. And finally, it's important to pray at the start and end of each examination paper. For those who don't know how to pray, we learned that we first need to accept Jesus, the Son of God. in whose name we can now pray to God the Father, and He will hear our prayers. When we engage all these grace enablers, it will serve as a backup to the first components of the winning formula, which is understanding and the ability to remember. Now that you have learnt the U component of the winning formula, which stands for understanding, and the R component of the winning formula, which stands for remember, and now the G component of the winning formula, which stands for grace, you can combine these three components of the winning formula: understanding plus your ability to remember and divine grace backing you. With these three things combined together, your academic success is sure.
Justified Examination Success for Unique Students is a product of Teens Mission International, TMI. For inquiries, seminars, and counseling, you can reach us via telephone +2341 8514826 or +2347 0853 987 40. Our email contact@tmiworld.org or our website www.tmiworld.org.